It's like Tiger King. Remember fucking Tiger King? He had like a harem of young straight dudes.
Yeah, that guy was a complete predator.
Yeah.
That guy was a total predator. That guy was. He's like, well, what I do is I like to find straight men in dire financial straits and then coax them into giving up their ass for me. And they're like, are you sure you don't want to do a second take here? We're making a documentary. And he's like, no, that's what happens.
I think
there's no way a straight man is hooking up with the Tiger King and being like, you know what? Fuck it.
Yeah, no,
they were though. No.
That is a foul-looking man.
You watched Tiger King, right?
ugly.
Like you're an expert. You watched it, right?
I saw it.
Chris.
He's talking to Chris.
Okay.
2 episodes. I know enough.
All right,
but
well, let me tell you this, Chris. I've seen the whole thing 3 fucking times, and I'm obsessed with it. I watched a documentary about it. I've read about it. Sure, but what's going on here is that he would find guys who had just gotten out of prison, guys who had all sorts of issues with their like drug problems, addiction problems, and he was paying them in meth to be his quasi boyfriend.
This fucking Christ.
That's why their teeth were rotting out. That wasn't just poor hygiene. You don't lose your fronts from like just poor hygiene. Those rot out from meth. I sent this is Tiger King's boyfriend's love letter, by the way. So you may not know this. Tiger King in prison for I think arranging the murder of Carol Baskins, and he married a Spanish man, a Mexican man, I believe, in prison. And he's been begging Donald Trump to let him out for years. When Donald Trump got elected last time, Tiger King had a limo show up at prison to pick him up, expecting the immediate pardon. It never came, of course. Well, he married this Mexican man. Wouldn't you know it, ICE came and grabbed him and deported his ass. And so
I did see that.
He's extra mad at Donald Trump. And he posted this over here. Zach, can you show this this link I sent? This is a love letter from the Tiger King's husband. And included on it are some ink blots of his butthole.
Oh my God.
This is Tiger King's husband's butthole.
You know how hard it is to do that? Like
so hard and not get the paper wrinkled? Yeah.
How would you do it without getting the paper wrinkled?
That
you have to have no ass to do this.
Because you'd have to
prolapsed.
Shove it
These
up
could be
your...
prolapsed.
No, you can see the pucker. That's a tight one.
You think he was dipping his prolapsed butthole into an inkwell and then turn it into transmission?
The evidence is before you.
Yeah, but like...
You know his eyes were squinting the whole time. He's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, right.
The
a couple like
for another hit.
And all these, like, you know, he put a couple down and he's like, no, that's not what I want.
Why are
he
they
wanted
so
a different
often
one?
Paired? Like they're not.
It's probably hard to organize it effectively, like because you can't see it. You're putting your butthole on a piece of paper.
I'm gonna look again.
I don't like this, and I hope Trump doesn't pardon him. This guy seems positively ghoulish.
That's how Trump could get the headlines off of the Epstein stuff. If he pardoned Tiger King and had Tiger King come to the Oval Office and in his whole getup, that would change the whole news media narrative. It really would.
I don't think so.
Would you be upset if he pardoned him before you?
No.
At this point,
Tiger King is a much bigger priority at this point. I mean, I would, because whenever he is freed, I think he's got a long sentence that's going to send him into elderliness. But if he got out right now, he could make another season of Tiger King. He could have his own TV show called The Tiger King, and it would do pretty well. Like if he were out right now, he would be a celebrity making a TV show and doing well.
I really don't know about that. I think
he's such a personality.
I think that iron was struck in early 2020 with that show.
Yeah.
Like, a big reason that it was so huge is because it was even a meme. It was like, oh, stuck at home for the COVID shit, because that's when everyone, like, no one had any idea what it was. It was so early. Guess I'm going to watch the new Netflix thing. What's the Tiger King? Like, it would never have been as big as it was without that exact kind of...
Okay,
it would probably kill it on Kick.
It wouldn't be as big as it was, but it was still going to be massive. It was still going to be a generational type hit. To me, it's one of the best like docs ever. It's every episode something incredible. There's an episode that ends with two main characters in a room, and one of them accidentally kills. One of them suicides. One of them kills himself with a handgun on camera in front of another main character of the show. People that you have been learning about for the last like 6-7 episodes, and it goes bang, and you just see the guy go ah, like reacting.
I think it resonated
and
with
the
you
episode ends.
especially hard. Like I think because you've watched it a few times. I'll have to get Chris and Hutch's thoughts on Tiger King, but I know Woody and I are more on the same page with it, where it was like, this was entertaining at the time. I will never, ever rewatch that, but it was a fun little cultural moment. But I don't think even if Trump pardoned that guy today, he's just trying to prey on some other straight meth head in Florida. He's not going to get another giant show.
He totally would. He would immediately get a Netflix deal. You know how much money Netflix made from his property? But it was massive. It's one of the biggest things they've ever done. And I know the pandemic aided that. It would be The Tiger King, so you don't have to pay the original people. And you could absolutely get him into someone else's tiger place and have him do his regular skit. I want to see him interacting with tigers. I want to see him shooting guns. I want to see him limping around. I want to see him doing gay stuff. I want to see him dating. I want to see the dating life. Yeah, I want to see all that stuff. His boyfriends were half the fun. Those weird dudes. I was
going to say, the tigers are the least interesting part of the show.
Do you know about the tiger fuck suits that they found in his attic?
Yes, you told me.
Yeah, they had these it wasn't exactly a furry suit. It was almost like a thing you climbed into, like a taxidermy tiger that a man could climb inside of, so that they could role play together.
He was getting plugged by tigers.
Not like a furry suit?
Well, a furry suit you can wear around. You're like a mascot. You could jump around and go to a convention dressed as whatever the fuck. This was like a stationary thing. It looked big, and it also looked gruesome. It looked scary.
I am with Kyle on this for the record. I thought it was fucking riveting when it came out. And I don't think it was just because of the pandemic. I am with Taylor though, that I don't know if it still has legs. I don't think anyone's gonna give a fuck if and you wouldn't be able to replicate everything that happened that first season. There's just no way you could ever top that. So
that lady with one arm being like, well, I didn't want to report it because it could hurt the tigers. It's what? Who got to you? Someone you could have made a huge to do about this.
Wait,
you got your hand ripped off.
Trans person.
Yeah. That lady who got who had the stump arm, who was I love the tigers so much.
I think it was a woman becoming a man. But it's been so long, I don't remember the
I don't know.
It was a butch lesbian.
The one armed lady not taking the Tiger King to task was ridiculous. That was the point of the series that stands out to me the most. Is
what she actually did. So her hand was very badly maimed, and it was sort of 50-50 whether they were going to be able to save it or not. And she thought that by not cutting it off, the story would go on longer. The bad publicity would go on longer. And she was like, we'll just cut it off and get it over with. And then it's it's all over and we won't get any more bad. What I also think is a lot of those people working for him are felons, or they're maybe even wanted or something like that. And they didn't want a lot of attention from the authorities. And certainly the Tiger King didn't, because there's a reason he went to prison. He was plotting the murder of Carol Baskin.
And she doesn't seem like too good of a character either. She seems like a real piece of shit.
Well, see, that whole world of the private zoos and the characters, and they were all characters who ran them, was interesting. The Tiger King was the main star of the show, but obviously there was a guy in South Carolina maybe named Doc, maybe North Carolina.
He was the good one.
He was manipulating he had all those women in bikinis that he was pressuring and forcing.
We have different definitions of good. He was the one who should have been the star of the Tiger King.
No,
that guy made the Tiger King look dull. What does the Tiger King do? Have a couple tigers and a couple gay lovers, and then, dude, the Doc had a harem. They
did a follow-up season. There was a season 2 of Tiger King where they focused on him. So if you like what he was selling, check it out, I guess.
See, another point to it wouldn't have been a big boom thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Chris, I know you watch a lot of reality. Are there any shows that are good? Like when I say good, you're like, all right, this isn't the same old bullshit. They actually tried to make a good show here. Because most of what I get exposed to is lots of Love Island type stuff where it's just a bunch of sluts on a beach, and lots of stuff that seems really, really fake. I think there's a dating show.
Where people tell me more about this Love Island.
And then there's that Love on the Spectrum. Do you watch that? I hear that's good.
I've not. So usually I try to stay away from the ones that are season long, plot lines, because it's a lot of work. I like watching ones that are like isolated, like episode per episode, and like everything with these people are happening within one episode.
Okay.
I probably Deadliest Warrior is like the one that's the funnest to watch. Have you guys seen that?
Not is
it
that
was
the
Spike
show
TV, where they would take two warriors from history and then just be like, who would win? And then they have the experts. It's so fun to watch. It's so
I
bad.
met the guy that made that show. I met the guy that made that show in LA. He was this fat slob that looked like Danny DeVito, but a little bit taller. And he told a huge lie about why he was late to our meeting. He was like, "Oh yeah, a lady was getting carjacked, and I stepped in like a hero and saved her. So that's why I'm all sweaty and late." And I was like, "No, you didn't."